Hello, good evening. On last class, what we studied is about creating a layout. Okay, so and first creating layout grid, and then trying to play with lots of what do you call some of the shapes and text that we learn. Okay, so today I'm going to continue further. Okay, so there are still few things that we need to build. Okay, so yeah. Now, what we are going to see, I'm just replicating the my old wireframe. It's just a user profile. Okay, so we completed like a few CTA. Okay, for back and health, and created a user profile. User personas or user profile picture and a name, email address, and a phone number. And then obviously, as we assumed, it's what you call marketplace app, okay, where a user is adding their credit card. So in first, they will see the credit card, okay. Um, as we discussed, I don't know whether how many people are following from the back class. So this is the simple concept of putting what you called history of that particular user, okay. So what I do is here, I will just simply the same, okay, text. So it's just a very beginner class, okay? Because of that, I'm not like perfectly doing or creating with the alignment and spacing. Just I'm giving a very subtle and very basic, what do you call it, idea so that you can play and you can get the information or what do you call it? No, not exactly information, but I'm trying to make you a very what do you call it, comfortable with user interface of that Figma, and so that you can play with the text, shape, and so many things. Okay, here I'm not following any particular guidelines to construct anything. Just I'm giving a very basic intro. I'm just assuming that you are a very absolute beginner, that you have no idea about that. What do you call this? Figma. So I'm thinking that, and then I'm creating. Okay, just I'm copying the text and I'm placing here. Okay, so see, to make or to create, and there are lots of guidelines. Okay, based on the guides you have to follow, like very common and popular is at point. At point means at point spacing guidelines is there. So don't worry about that. First, try to comfortable with the interface so that you can play along. So first, what you have to do is you have to be very familiar and what are the icons, what are the properties, and what are the values, where are they, that you have to know very clearly, and then you can play with those guidelines. First, for example, let's take an example of that you are learning, like trying to learn some ABCD when you are a child. So what do? You just try to make rough, what do you call, some kind of ideas, or in the very first beginning that you try to hold the pen, okay, when some child is learning. So it is quite difficult to hold the pen perfectly, and you don't have to push yourself. If someone pushed you to like, when if there is a child and someone is pushing that child to hold perfectly, and I don't know, if you try to push your child to like hold the pen in a perfect way, then they will scared and they will start crying, and maybe on some second days they don't want to hold that pen because of fear. If you are able to perfect, if you can able to hold your pen perfectly, then your parents will be happy, and if not, then the child can get scared and they are scolded, or maybe anything can happen, or that some kind of mentality can be what do you call can be happen. So because of that, I don't want to make you feel that you might get afraid of anything. So it's just the beginning of journey. Okay, you have to go a long way. So there is a long process. It's just a very basic process, so that you can start and you can build something. Okay, don't worry about anything else. Just try to be comfortable with interface so that you can understand in a better way. Okay, as I gave you an example of a small child, if that child try to hold a pen, and at the same time, if you force the child, then the child first, obviously, child will afraid, and then from second days, then like child doesn't want, didn't want to hold the what you called pen. So I'm just giving a basic ideas. Okay, so likewise, I just copy the headings and I will change. So how I select is I just double click here on the particular text so that it will automatically select. Or else, what you can do is just a second, I will mute. Okay. So yeah, and next is what you can do is you can select a T type text from the menu bar, okay, and then you can click on inside that, and you can drag. There is a multiple steps, okay. First drag, you can select, or you can press Control A. Oh, okay. So that means you are selecting all the text that is inside that particular box. So likewise, you can achieve multiple ways to select a text or anything. So there are multiple ways you will learn along with. Just try to be comfortable. So I will change. First, I will delete. Okay. So I'm pressing backspace and then I delete it. So let's say history. Okay. Just I will give you a basic idea history. Okay. So yeah, this is what is happening here again? My PC. Okay, just a second. I will first stop my screen sharing. I don't know what is happening here. Okay, and then again I will share it. Okay, just a screen Figma. Okay, let me share whole screen. Okay, yeah. Okay, well. Okay, I think now it's good. Okay, well. Um, our meeting is on recording. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Okay, so now let's see. Uh, what was it? It was just what do you call a rectangle box, and the like above the rectangle box there will be some invoice number, okay, and dates will be there. So likewise, I will create one rectangle box, okay. Here, let me drag and create a rectangle box. So here I will give now I'll show you. See, width and height. Width and height is the width of this box is 350, okay, and height is 76. So generally in mobiles, whatever is 48 pixel is good for the button, okay. So now here what I do is I will multiply it 148 into 2. Let me see how it looks. Okay, it's 96. Okay. Likewise, you can play with it. Okay, so 98 is okay for me. And now I will try to apply some style here. Okay, so first I will add the corner. Okay, so I will add in all the area top, the this area. Okay, right. Sorry, left top. Okay, right top and right bottom and left bottom, and in every area I will add 5 pixels of radius. Okay, yeah. Now I will change the color. Okay, so now on last class I didn't show you how to add or how to save your color, but here today I will show you. Okay, so you have to be a little bit like improve or progressive. So what you can do is let's select some one color. Okay, I will go with the mix blend of blue and purple, and I will go with some kind of white. Okay, so let me add. Okay, this color is perfect. So now after the selecting your desired color, what you can do is here is the one plus. Okay, new variable. You can create a variable of that color. Okay, so you can name it. Let's say, okay, there are multiple ways while naming any color and things. Okay, but here basically simply I'm giving a very basic idea. Okay, there are other multiple ways so that you can name it and you can make it a variable and you can select it. Okay, and there is a lot of way, and there is some complex way to write a name, but here just giving a idea. So let's say it's a card, BSC GROBS background. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. This much right now. So I created one variable. Okay. I just created. So from second onward, what you can do is, for example, if you want to build, create another cart, and then what you can do is you can just click here, okay, sorry, no, here, this style, okay, and then you can select your color that you saved already. See, simply, okay, no need to go like, for example, let me detach from the variable. So let's detach, and let's select one, okay, like this way. So when we first created, likewise, let me create again, okay, so it will happen same, okay, this is, and no need to like go here and sort where is my color, or no need to do something again and try to like very precise, okay. It happens obviously. See, it's quite hard to get the same color, so that you can save and you can reuse that particular color. So to do that, how can you save that? For example, let's say you can create a color, okay, and click on that particular color icon, and here is a plus, and then you can name it, okay. There is a list of other variable collections. So on a same collection, or you want to add different, you can select it, but now I don't have to create it right now, I already created, okay. So now what I do is I will copy the same what do you call it, same cart, okay. So here I will copy same. So as I show you that basically I already saved the color and I already applied it. It's quite easy, okay. So simply if you want to create your color, okay, so you can detach here. I'm repeating it, okay. So you can detach, for example, first, okay, I'm detaching, or let's create from the beginner first, okay. I'm repeating, okay, so that you can get the idea. So simply I created, there is no any name or anything, okay. So what you can do is you can just select your desired color and click on plus, okay, and you can give it a name, okay, so that you can create a variable of your particular color. So but here I already created, that is why what I do is I will select on this particular style, and then I select my last color variable that I created already, okay. So I click and the color will be exactly same. So see, and now here, so I just dragged, because of that my height is different than the first one. So what I do is you can select what do you call save this all the effects, and you can apply on particular this, okay. You can create a component and you can drop and drag and drop here, but I'm not showing you currently right now the component, about the component, but just it's a little bit complex than the way we are doing. It's not that much complex, but it's a little bit complex, so that I will show you on later on classes, but right now just try to create something so that you can familiar with it, okay. So well, let's keep going, and I will change my width, it is 96, okay. Well, these are the two things. Now I think I need to add the radius also, okay. Don't forget to make it uniformity. So, well, now I will apply my one another effects, okay, so that you can understand. So, on previous class also, I showed you to like add this some kind of what do you call blurred, okay. Likewise, here also we can add. I didn't save here. This effect also I can save it, okay, save it. Sorry. So, I created one effect, okay, on last class. That is why I say I will save same effect for future use. So I already created, see, drop shadow. Here you can see the properties that I applied Y values and blur 15, and black color is what do you call 20% opacity, with the opacity of 20%. So this is how I created one blur effect. So I will save the same effect for next use also. So how can I save it again? You can where okay, so yeah, and I can uh, the create a new style, and then it will I can give it a name, okay. So let me show you again. I don't know whether you might get confused, okay. So I'm clicking on my last effect, okay. I am just there on my effect, and there is one plus sign, so I'm clicking on sorry, I'm so sorry, okay. Oh, mistake, I should delete this one, okay, yeah. So yeah, this is the one, and then click on this style, and there is a plus button, okay. not in the what do you call the first plus. Okay, where is the effect? Not in here. Click on style and then click on create a style, and then now here you can name it. Okay, I will just name as a shadow. Okay, nothing else. And you can give it a much more description, and as I mentioned, there is a different naming convention so that you can use in later. But right now I'm just giving a basic idea, and I already now let's see, I created. Okay, so now how can I apply it? Again, I can click here and I can see the shadow effect that I already created. So I can simply click on it. See, already applied. Very same effect here, automatically applied. Likewise again, no, there, and I can click on shadow. See, both the what you called effect is applied. So what was the purpose to add some what do you call this shadow here is I'm giving an emphasis on one particular. That is why I added here. So on my second history, I don't want other to highlight so that I can delete the shadow. Okay, I just want to list there. First one should be highlighted because mostly the latest history will be on the false, and then rest of the other will be on down. Okay, so that I will highlight the first one to like adding by adding shadows, but I won't highlight the second one so that I removed the shadow. Now here what I do is I will copy the same text. Okay, and see, my text is behind the box. So how can I bring it back is I can right click and bring it in front. Okay, so this is one way. Let me show you again. Okay, so let me delete. Okay, so I will I'm dragging. Okay, so pressing alt or option from Mac and clicking and dragging. Okay, just a copying and simply copy, and I can simply the already text is already selected. That is why I can right click on it. Okay, so and I can bring it to the front, and there is, you can see the what you called big bracket. I don't know what we called it. I'm so sorry, I just forget the name, but a bracket, you can click on the bracket also so that you can bring it in front. Okay, so well, heading also 14 font. Okay, and the next below the content also 14, so it won't look good. Because of that, I will reduce a little bit. Let's create a 12. Okay, so here what are the content we need is we need first date. So it should be a latest date. Let's put today's date. Okay, today is 8 it's August, August 2023. Okay, and just below that, what I want to put is I want to put invoice number. So every invoice should have a unique number for every user. Okay, we have to think like that. So for example, if the invoice number is matched with some other what do you call users, and if it matched with the your last product, then it will be confused. Okay, I'll give a random number, or if you want to give a like specialized invoice number, then you can give it. Let's invoice start with IN. I will give IN invoice, and I will add the date also, 8 for reminding. Okay, 8 7. Let's add basic what do you call numbering convention, and I will add for, how can I add? Let's 001. Okay, this is no, I will keep it 8. Okay, this one is the latest. So it's just a basic idea. And what I do is I will create a little bit bigger so that it can be a visible. Let's add 18. I'm sorry, no, 18. Yeah, and I will change a medium to bold. So yeah, this is my what you called a date, and the invoice number is there. Okay, so now I will add one CTA button here. Simply what happens in mobile, we use like touch sensitive. Okay, mobile is touch sensitive, and we can simply touch there and we can get the ideas. Okay, but let's assume that giving a simple plain card doesn't give a user what to do. They might get confused. Okay, so that we can instruct them. So how can we instruct them is we can just create one CTA. Okay, okay, and here I will give a say. And as I told you, the basic what you called thumb touching size is like for in mobile is like 44 and 42, but I will add 44 and I will add 5 radius, and I will add here see in detail. Again, see the text is behind. So now what I'll do is I will control and bracket. Sorry, yes, and I can bring it in front. Okay, and I will change the color also. So now what I do is here the gradients of this particular color is I like it. Okay, I will save it here this color also. So how can I save it again? So I can click on style. Okay, no, this is the linear gradient. Okay, so there are three other colors that are selected. Why? The white color is applied for the font, the name and the credit card number, and visa is for black. That is why we are seeing this different color, and it's already on a group. That's why it's giving the idea of selection colors. Okay, because of that we see the listed. So I will save this linear color. Okay, so how can I save again? Style. Okay, and click on plus. Okay, so simply let's primary, okay, primary color, just the basic idea. Okay, okay, I'm giving it. So yeah, I saved it. Now what I can do is I can click on my button and I can click again on style and see, you can see the primary color and I can click. Okay, now see the font is not looking, it's not looking nice, so I will change semi bold, and then I will change the color also. I will change white. Okay, so this is how we can make. Okay, I will copy this. Oh, now the second one I will delete, and I will copy the same what you called component, and I will add 8 pixels of gap. Okay, this is how you can see the if you enable the smart guideline. Okay, no, it's 12. So let me select both, and I will show you how you see you can arrange your what you called space guiding also. First, you have to group all the elements, Control G, select all, Control G, and select both, and then you can add. I will add it. See, the gap automatically maintained. Now, see, now let me give you a basic idea of a component. See, the both the cards are same. Okay, there is a slightly different in this card. What we will do is we will remove the shadow so that it looks like it's not active, and I will change the font color to very basic. I will detach from the variable, and I will give it no, I will do one thing. I will do outlined color. Okay, I will add outline. So I will add no, I will add outline this primary color, and font also I will change to let's experiment with primary. Okay, still both are look like very active font. Okay, but still user can click on below also. That is why. Okay, now we can play along with. So now I was talking about the component. So why we need to create a component, and why do we need to do we need a component here? Here, in a simple example, let's make another copy, and then it will be easy to understand. Okay, it automatically snap the grids now. So well, see, the three cards are what exactly same with basic differences. Like the button is one button is highlighted, and the rest of the other are not highlighted. Okay, let's say a default kind of, and one card is with shadow, and another one is another are not in shadow, but all the cards are same, their contents are same. Okay, their what do you call, the text are same, everything is same. So it's quite hard to do same thing over and over and over and again. Okay, it's quite hard, and it's time consuming. Okay, it's not the right way or wrong way. Just if you are not able to create a component, then it will consume your time, and you won't be able to like work on a fast phase. Like sometimes what happen while working is you need to work on a fast phase, and you have to complete within a specific deadline. Okay, So that what you have to do is you have to build your habit to use the features and you make it tax what do you call it, very fast. So simply how you can create a component is you can just create one what do you call like this way kind of component, and you can use sorry you can use there is one rectangle box. Let me drag. Here is my sharing screen. Okay, so on the top you can see here, see, create a component. Okay, and there is a shortcut key also, control alt and k. You can press those all together and you can create a component, and or you can right click it and you can create a component also. So what happen here is it will auto saved on here. Okay, not here. Where's local component here? See, the component is saved here, the local component. And now what you can do is you can just drag and drop. No need to like design everything. So it's not, it's just a basic idea that I'm giving an idea of to like creating a component. Okay, there is other way, and there is other what do you call the features, and there is other lots of other possibilities with the help of component that you can build and you can create it. Okay, and you can switch swap the components very easily. So now we have a very basic and simple one screen only. Okay, because of that we don't have to invest lots of time here. Right now we are learning, so because of that we are not thinking about the lots of other screen, and we are not worried about the time. But when you start working in your real project, what happens is you have a very less specific time, and you have to complete lots of pages. Because of that you have to create everything. So I showed you to like create a save your color. Okay, and I showed you to save your effects. Okay, um, these are things why you need to do is once you started to create your local assets or components, or when you started to save your color with purple name, then it will help you to speed up your work. So that we need to do that. Okay, so it's just the idea. Try to be familiar with the interface and everything, so that you will find very easy. Okay, now we created three different cards. Okay, now let's it's time to create our navigation. Okay, last navigation for the mobile screen. Most of the time in mobile we will get basic fixed what do you call icon. So I will again I will follow the same pattern, or we can you can play with a little big also. It's just your perception and your idea. You can see on mobiles also how it looks, whether it will be a big or a small or anything you can check. Okay, so let's yeah, I will go with the 50, or let's go with the 48 cells. Okay, so I'll keep it here, and again here what I will do is I will select this and let's change the primary color itself for the let's the what do you call this navigation also. And let's just assume this primary sorry this purple color is our own primary color or brand color. Let's just assume that. And so first what we have to put is we have to keep home. Okay, so first I will create one rectangular. Okay, rectangle. Sorry, circle. I'm so sorry. I was telling that it's rectangular. Okay, I'm trying to place on it. Okay, yeah. And let's build one simple home icon. Okay, and okay, and let's add use pen tool. Okay, I'm using all my pen tool. Okay, I can download the what do you call icon and I can play with it. But here I'm just showing you the pen tool that you can play with it, and you can create your icon or everything. Okay, just a basic idea that giving you to like try to be comfortable with this no, it's not like it's okay. Just a basic. Okay, done. Try to play with the menus that you have seen. Okay, and let's me change this also outline. No, it's okay. It's good. For me, it's doing. Okay, so now I'll give you a much more. See, there is a sharp, okay? It's just like it's squatting, okay? I want to make it a round. So how can I make it round is here. There are lots of options. So I want round. Before it was square, now I want round. Okay, see, I can make easily. Okay, so or let's change these, and what I do is I will try to play with it also. Okay, so okay, okay, let okay, simply. Okay, and I will fill it. I don't want to stroke. I want to fill it. Fill, and I want to make this uh, done first. I want to make this icon first. Okay, this is just a basic, and in between there is a one door. It's not a good, what do you call, the house, but I'm just giving an idea. Okay, and I will group it. I'm selecting it, and I'm clicking a group. Okay, well, now I will put my home into this circular. Okay, now what happened is my house is not visible, so I will change the icon into black. Yeah, good. At least I can see. Okay, so yeah. Okay, done. So this is how you can play with it. Okay, it's not a perfect, it's not a good. Okay, so if you want, then what we can do is let's say there are lots of libraries. Okay, let's go with Bootstrap. One oh no, sorry, not Bootstrap. Font Awesome. Font Awesome. We can get the lots of icons from here. Okay, so this is one huge library for the icons, and we can download. But before downloading, try to create yourself so that you can be familiar with the lots of what do you call the options. That is why I showed you to, like, you can create your see, you can see here house or a home. You can use that particular icon by downloading it, but don't try to download at the very first. Okay, while you are learning, try to build by yourself so that you can get comfortable with the tools and you can play with it. Okay, and likewise you can create some other icon also. I will just duplicate it. Okay, so I will duplicate it here. Okay, and now I'm pressing Control D to make a duplicate. See, in a simple way, I just press a Control D. Once I dragged it and then I pressed Control D, it will automatically duplicate. So now this icon should be a little bit highlighted than any other. That's why I will keep it on a little bit top. So all the icons are in one line, okay, below the so under the rectangle box, and one icon is a little bit above. That means it's a user. So let's make it a kind of users. So what I do is I will create another ellipse or circle, and um, I will again create another circle here. Okay, okay, here, okay, I will make it a little big, and let me do one thing. I'll keep it out, okay, and I will take one rectangular and I will cut half, okay, so that you can get the idea how you can cut it, okay, and there is one cutting option. So what I want is I want to subtract. So I subtracted it. See, you can see the simple. And now what I will do is I will remove the fill and I will place the stroke. Okay, I'll put the stroke and black. Okay, it's fine for now. Okay, yeah, and I will place here. Okay, okay. Mm. So see. This is how simply we can create a icon. Let me group it. Okay, so let me group it. Okay, so I will group the user icon. Okay, and okay. See, simply this is how you can create your icon. You can create your assets. Okay, and while creating your assets, you should be a very precise. But obviously, at the beginning, just try to understand the tools and everything. But later on, you have to be a very precise. For example, why I'm telling precise. See, this user icon is outline icon, and my house is filled. So both are not aligned. Obviously, both are not good enough, but at least you have to follow the your design guidelines. Okay, so both should be an outline. If you want to go with the field icon, then go with the field. Okay, if you want to go with the outline icon, go with the outline icon. And if you want to show the variation, so simply, for example, think about it. There are lots of state. Okay, previous I mentioned previous class, there are lots of it. For example, one is hover, one is active, one is pressed. Okay, and one is disabled. Okay, so for example, if we are thinking all the outline icons, let's put outline icon as a disabled or inactive, and the filled icons are active icon, so that you can make a kind of balance throughout your whole design. Likewise, you have to think. Okay, initially you don't have to think. Likewise, just try to build your icon. Okay, try to get some kind of reference. So how you can get the references? You can go with these. See, the user is look like same with the field. Okay, so lens. Okay, so try to see these kind of icon. Okay, and try to replicate in your what do you call Figma. Okay, simply you can create. Let's take in this home. Okay, for now I would not download. What I do is I will just I can copy. No, I what I do is I will just screen share this simple icon, and I will sorry, oh no, not in XD. Okay, in Figma. So I will paste here. Okay, simply I pasted here, and what I do is I will create the icon here. Well, how can I create it? I will just click here. Okay, I will click here, and I will click here. I will click here. Okay, I will click here. I will click here. Okay, and I'll click here. I'll click here. I will click here, and I will click here, and yeah, I'll click here and I'll click here. Simply icon done. Okay, I will click on done, and I will add some what do you call the corner radius. Let's add some radius. Okay, and now I will remove the stroke and I will fill it. See, simple. Icon is ready, right? Why it's opening? Okay. And now you can take the reference of from this color also. See, I'm selecting my icons, and I'm clicking on color, and there is one eyedropper tool, and you can select eyedropper and select it. See, it is highlighted. You can see the round also where it was highlighted, and click on that icon, and your uh, icon will be on same color. Okay, see, the icon is ready, and I will place that icon on someone somewhere. Okay, let's place it here. Okay, so before that, what I do is I will delete this one and I will add. Well, now you see there is a little bit changes on the what you called icon. These looks. Okay, what I do is I will uh, uh, reduce my corner so that it should look a little bit balanced. See, now I made it. Okay, this is how simply you can create your icon. Okay, you can get the inspired from those icons and try to build yourself. Okay, you by your own. Okay, try to tweak it in a different ways. Okay, let's say for example in a simple way, there is no chimney. You can add here a basic small rectangle box or anything. Okay, try to design some kind of icon. Try to experiment with your screen, how you can fit it. And let's change to white, how it looks. Yeah, see, now we can get the idea of the white and the gray is disabled kind of, and the what do you call, a little bit above icon is highlighted. Okay, so likewise you can create. Well, this is the basic idea that I showed you. Okay, so and now I will end this class for today's also. So what I request you to is try to build your own websites. Okay, just try to play with the screen interface and try to get the idea of tools and everywhere. And I think on tomorrow class I will introduce the spacing and guidance guidelines. Okay, so that you can follow and you can create a little bit a better structure. And tomorrow I will try to collect some other assets also. But regarding the component and variable and so many other things, also try to like save and try to replicate it. If you don't have, or if you get confused, then it's okay. It doesn't matter whether you confuse or not. It's just the beginning of the phase, so that don't worry about it. Okay, just try to learn and try to accomplish the things, and try to familiar with, first try to familiar with the interface itself, and you will get used to it. Okay, so, well, thank you for your time, and we will see you on the next class. And I hope tomorrow we can see some of your work, and then we will discuss. If you are able to bring your work, then we will discuss on your work. Otherwise, we will continue with the speech and the guidelines. Okay. Thank you, everyone, and bye. Good night. See you in the next class. Okay. Bye bye.
All right, bye bye. Take care, son.
Okay.